Hey everyone, welcome back to Cruise class. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at regression and how we can utilize regression to help us with our correlation analysis. Now, as we learned in previous videos, correlation is all about the strength of the relationship between variables. However, regression analysis is all about the variables themselves and how we can estimate them using the regression equation. Now, in linear regression, as you can see, we analyze the variables. So we use the independent variable, which is usually denoted by x, to estimate the dependent variable, which is usually denoted by y, or vice versa. We can use the y to estimate x in some cases, but it's mostly used for x to estimate y. And I use that term estimate very strongly because regression and correlation and all these topics don't necessarily prove cause and effect. However, they do provide us with fairly accurate estimations. So I use the word estimate very strongly. Now, the regression equation. The regression equation is used to express the linear relationship between variables, meaning when we're speaking about the regression equation, we're speaking about the equation of a straight line. That's basically what it is. Now in this form, instead of using y equals, how would you guys be used to it? Y equals to mx plus c. That's not how we use it in this case. It would be y equal a plus bx, where a would be your y-intercept, b would be your gradient or your slope, and x is your independent variable while y is your dependent variable. So basically the regression equation is simply the equation of a straight line. Now, the formula for finding the y-intercept and the formula for finding the slope is what we need to know. Now, these are the two formulas. Now, as you can see, even though A comes before B in the alphabet, when working out in regression, we have to find B first. And remember, B is the gradient or the slope. We have to find B first. Why? Because to find A, we need to know what B is. So to calculate B, which is, once more, the slope, it would be n times the sum of xy minus the sum of x multiplied by the sum of y divided by n multiplied by the sum of x squared minus the sum of x all squared. And once we find the gradient b, we can then find the y-intercept a, which is simply the sum of y minus b multiplied by the sum of x all divided by n. And in summary, the regression equation is used to estimate one variable when we have another. And we can use these two equations to find the slope and the y-intercept respectively. So that would be it for introduction to regression and the regression equation. Now we're going to move on to an example in the next video.